Tell you guys a quick story about this. So when I had my first, I would say, real business, which is my first location and my first gym, I had a mentor, and he was a really good local marketer. And so he had a strategy for his tanning salons where he would bring in, thousands of customers every single quarter. And what he did was he would put out flyers. He just put flyers on cars and then had like a free VIP gift card, and people would come in, redeem them, and he'd flip them into memberships. And so I figured, okay, I'll just run the same play. And so I did the flyers, and I put 300 flyers out, and I waited by the phone being like, oh my God, I'm gonna get 300 people in here, it's gonna be sick. And what happened? Well, my phone only rang once from the flyers, and when I picked up the phone, the guy was like, hey, did you put the flyer on my car? And I was like, yeah, I did. Like, what time do you? But he cut me off, and he was like, you damaged my Mercedes. And I was like, oh, click. And I didn't know what to do. And as soon as and thankfully he never called me back because I definitely didn't have the money to fix any Mercedes at that time. I called my mentor back up, a week or two later once it was clear that no one else was going to call. He said, hey, how'd the flyers work out? And I was like, well, they didn't work out at all, actually. I was like taking some attitude with him. He was like, oh, well, what was your test size? And he didn't take the bait. He was like, oh, what was your test size? And I said, well, what do you mean? He was like, well, what'd you test with before you did the real campaign? And I was like, oh, well, I put 300 out. And he was like, 300? He's like, you can't know anything with 300. I was like, well, what do you mean? He's like, I test with 5,000. He's like, and then we put out 5,000 a day for 30 days. And so I was looking at his results from 150,000 flyers over 30 days and comparing them to my results of 300 in a day. And once I saw that juxtaposition, I was like, got it. I will never make this mistake again.